way to meet up this random stranger. What the hell am I doing? Hey man, are you Scott?
Are you Max?
Yeah. You know some hiking trails around here?
Kinda.
All right, well, I'm down. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Man, now I really don't know why I agreed to come out here. It's been almost 2 years since I've hiked a trail like this. We still got 5 more miles left, at least, maybe even 10. Oh man, but whether it's 5 miles, 10 miles, 20 miles, or 30 miles, it's totally worth it for scenes like this. Have a little bit over here. Whew. Coming up on our first little body of water, about 2 miles in this hike. Nice small lake, good opportunity to try to catch a fish for some lunch. Before we do that, I'll show you what we got in this pack and have a little snack first. Obviously got the insulator, sleeping bag in here, tent. We're in the Eastern Sierras, and one thing that you're required to have up here is a bear locker, like a bear proof canister. So here's a little plate I've got. It's like a cutting board on the back as well. Trying to save space. But this is my bear canister with the food. So you open this thing, you twist it, and you've got this locking mechanism here. It's kind of like a child bear proof type of thing. And you open it up, and let's find out what I've been carrying. You know, the top thing, first thing that you see, butter. Can't leave home without the butter. I got 4 avocados, some nice ones. I figure I could have one tonight, one tomorrow morning, the next night, and then the next morning. So that'll cover that. A bunch of protein bars, some salt to get those electrolytes back in my system. And I've got these little fat little peanut butter. This one's macadamia pecan almond butter. And I've got another one here, and that's another almond butter one. But I've got about 6 of these things packed with energy, packed with fat. So this is snack break time. I'm gonna have one of these right now before we start to fish. Now, I'm no doctor. I have no nutritional background information at all. The extent of my nutritional informational knowledge is that, well, basically I make YouTube videos with some fish, butter, and avocado occasionally. That's about the extent. But what I do know, or at least the theory, is that for every gram of fat, you got 9 calories. For every gram of carbs or sugar, you got 5 calories. So I could bring the same weight of fat, and I'll cut down the weight I'm carrying by half, and I'll get twice the amount of energy. So this thing has 205 calories. It's only 1 ounce. So I can carry 10 of these. I'll have 10 ounces, and I'll have 2,000 calories. So I've never tried one of these before, but I'm going to try it now. Let's see how it tastes. This is macadamia with coconut. Ooh, that tastes good. What's going to taste even better is a fish with what's in my bear pack, my bear proof canister. Wow, this is good. Damn, it's nice to be out here. It's been forever. This is the most requested video I've had. Catch, cook, and camp in the mountains for trout. I'm gonna get set up for fishing now. This is my small tackle box. I've got this piece of paper towel just so everything doesn't go flying, but swivels, little split shots, some hooks and stuff. Going to use one of these small swivels with a clip, attach that straight to my main line on this ultra light spinning setup. This is about a 4-foot fluger combo. I got 4-pound test on here, and all I'm going to do is tie a clinch knot to this clip, and I'm going to tie on this little rainbow trout colored spinner. All artificial spinners, Castmasters, all artificial. Scott just hooked up on a really small trout. He's saying almost every cast he's seeing him following his bait. He's using a slightly smaller bait than I am, so I'm gonna see if this entices a bigger fish to hit. If it does, that's what's for lunch. And I see one right in front there. I'm gonna let it sink for a little bit. Hopefully as I reel, it's got a nice spin to it. If this doesn't work, I've got a Castmaster. But here we go. See if these fish are hungry. All right, not much spin to it. I'm going to try a different lure that's brand new. See if that changes anything. I'm going to try this rooster tail here. Kind of a bee pattern. If that doesn't work, I'm going to switch it up to a little Castmaster. I got 2 colors here, a green one and a gold one. Going to try this rooster tail first. I'm going to switch this up to a Castmaster now. I see 2 little guys over here. Let's see if I can entice a bite from them. I'm ready to go in a cast or 2, unless you want to stay longer.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Okay. I just saw a couple come up here on the surface, so I'm going to give these a try. Damn. Well, this is one of the first fishing spots on this hike. I think the fishing is going to get better and better as we go in. So we're going to put the fishing rods away, continue on, and we have the potential to catch a golden trout up here. We're way up, about 9,000 feet. Yeah, we're going to catch some fish. You know, when you're out here, you really can't neglect staying hydrated. It's kind of like being on a boat when you're in the ocean. Sometimes you can fish all day, and at the end of the day, you realize you've barely drank any water, and then you really start to feel it either at night or the next day. So it's always good, like almost whenever you see a stream or somewhere else to fill up your water and get rehydrated, it's a good idea. This is how I've got my drink set up right now. This right here in the blue bottle is what I'm using to drink. That's clean water. And when I'm taking along the trail is this bottle here, and that's so I can close it up. Now I'm not drinking in this because it's not filtered. So when I am thirsty, I know this is kind of inconvenient. There's better ways and more efficient ways to do it, but I'll cut a hole on the top here. Then I can pour this in and then use my life straw. So at least that way I can have some extra water when I'm not near a water source. Guys, I was just doing this time lapse and we come across this little lake where it's so deep and we could literally fish every single spot to the end of the lake. So we're at the start of it, and there's no reason why we shouldn't just start and try give it a few casts. And it's so good that I have to walk back to where the lake heads into the next stream because a lot of times the fish are stacked up there. So a little Castmaster. I'm going to cast this out a couple times. Oh man, is it deep out here. It might be rocky, so I got to watch out for the bottom, but oh goodness, there could be some fish here. I mean, you know, usually the bigger fish are where it's deeper, and it's deep here. You could tell just by how dark it is. Now it's a little bit windy, so Scott's getting a bite. The main thing that I'm doing is trying to, yeah, nice. Near the bottom or not even?
Maybe like 6 feet down.
Yeah, okay. Scott just got a nice hit, not too far down. do a couple more casts with this Castmaster, and then I'm going to switch to the spinner. Ooh, is it windy out here? Yeah, it's windy. Oh yeah, it's windy. Dang, y'all. Gotta watch out for you guys. Oh man, it just, oh man. Damn, y'all. I gotta watch out for you guys. I don't make sure you don't fall over. Bro, it just started blowing about 35 miles an hour all of a sudden. Ah, what's going on here? My hat just ripped. Oh no. Might probably snagged. What the heck? Yeah, I'm snagged over there now. Jeez. That was wild. Alright, before we leave this spot, here comes the wind again. I'm just gonna do one or two casts here. And there might be a big fish hiding in here. It gets shallow. A lot of times you'll find that the fish are hiding here. So let's do it one cast. Doesn't hurt to try while the wind is mellow. First one. Windy. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get back out here. 10,000 feet in the mountains. You know, some of this hike is flat, but right now we're climbing and we're already above 9,000 elevation. So there's a lot less oxygen than there would be at sea level. So I definitely feel the effects a little bit. Scott's kicking my butt up here, but just a little bit more. We should be to the next lake, and that's our camping ground. That's our campground. The only thing is the wind is howling 30 miles an hour, maybe more. So we've got to tuck ourselves into the trees, protect ourselves from the wind. The only thing is, well, I guess it's to our benefit, but we can't really camp close to the water. So we've got to go 100 to 200 feet away from the water, and then we can set up camp. Now there's certain restrictions when you come out here. You can't just camp out anywhere like you would normally in the national forest with that dispersed camping. When we get to camp and set up, I'll have Scott introduce himself, and then we can talk a little bit more about how to get yourself situated if you want to come out here. Whew. Feeling it. This is really rare for me to get up so high like this, like nearly 10,000 feet elevation. You're basically at the highest peak you can get to, and just looking at the mountain behind me and all the rocks falling down and a little bit of snow still left behind, and the wind comes howling in like it's the Blue Angels coming from the left and going to the right. You can almost feel the wind swirling between the mountain peaks. It's super peaceful, and there's just something about it that's like renewing, or what's the word? It's like, oh man, I don't know. It's like invigorating somehow. It's like feeding your spirit coming out to places like this. Like, here comes the wind from behind me. And you can see it on the water, and man, it's beautiful out here. So we found a spot to camp. Gonna set up camp here and do a little fishing because we got the lake right beneath us. It's 6 o'clock now. So we're gonna try to catch some dinner. If worst comes to worst, I got some avocado and I can just eat a stick of butter just like a candy bar. But yeah. Set up some camp. Let's go fishing. Just getting all the loose rocks out here if I can. Definitely don't want to sleep on anything jagged. Never met this man before today. This is Scott.
Hello.
He messaged me on Instagram. He was like, well, why don't you tell the story? I mean, you're the one who messaged me.
Yeah, that's right. So I've always watched your videos online and really enjoy your videos. I haven't done much fishing lately, but I feel like I've gotten back into it because of your videos.
Awesome.
Yeah, so they're very inspiring. I was watching one of your videos on my phone. I think I took a screenshot of it and then I posted it on Instagram and I said, you know, I don't fish often, but this guy is so fun to watch, so down to earth, and it's just nice to see. And you responded, and I thought, you know what, I just got a response from you, and I thought that's kind of rare on Instagram if you just tag someone that you don't know or you message someone. And I thought, hey, if you ever want to go to the mountains, I go quite often and I know a lot of good spots to fish. I said, you know, don't feel bad if you don't want to go, because I understand, you know, like a stranger reaching out and like I'm not like a creep. And then you responded, and here we are.
Yeah, I think the first thing I said was like, I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah, it was literally right away, like within minutes.
So this is just the end of day one, really. 7 o'clock now or so. So we're gonna get up early tomorrow. The plan is to hike to another lake, and apparently there's golden trout there.
That's right. That's right. There's some lakes just over this way, and we have to go off trail. There's about 3 to 4 lakes up there, and they all have the golden trout. The only lakes within this valley that have golden trout.
All right, so that's the goal tomorrow. After that, successful or not, we're gonna camp one more night and then head back home. But I think we got some fishing to do.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's get some dinner.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Scott's covering this area on the left. I'm gonna head over to that point over there, see if there's any fish. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do a bunch of scouting right now. See if there's any fish that want to bite. All right, let's see how shallow it is here. Little rocky. Looks like it drops off though. Got the wind to my back. Scott's over there fishing. I'm gonna jig this Castmaster and see if anybody wants to come on and play. I'm looking for dinner now, y'all. Looking for dinner. How beautiful is this though? You guys you get to see the sunset with me. Even though it's not the sun setting, it's the shadows rising. Pretty cool. Dude, I gotta try one more spot. This big mountain is blocking the wind over here. That's the only break I have from the wind. Otherwise, it's just too cold. Hope there's no bears hiding over here. I'm actually trying to be really quiet and stealthy over here, just because these are probably wild trout and they're very sensitive. So, you know, because of that, I don't want to do a big splash here with this big jig head. So I'm going to change out the jig head to a small spinner and just see if I can get lucky. You know, nobody's been back here for a while, and even if somebody's been fishing it earlier, all these fish are relaxed now. So I definitely don't want to spook them. Little black and yellow spinner, just because I know it spins really well. Here we go. Shh. Quiet over here. It's nice and calm. I like it. No mountain lions behind me. Okay, right there. Nice slow retrieve. Let's get one, y'all. Nothing on the first cast. My eyes are wide open. All my senses are activated right now. I'm really hoping that these fish are back here in this corner. I feel like they could be too, because if it's really cold, they might be trying to come up to the warm water. And the warm water is probably where these rocks are in the daytime with the sun warming them up. That's just my theory. I don't know about today. I don't think it's gonna happen. Scott just said he caught one. Let's go see what he got. Nice. Power bait comes to the rescue.
Saved them for you.
For me?
Yeah, for your dinner.
Oh man, that's your fish.
It's at the end of that blue line. It's kind of dangling.
Okay, let's check them out. Well, that's a couple bites.
A little bit of protein.
Yeah, oh, beautiful fish though. God, the little guy.
Yeah.
Oh, did he just come off? No, I think it's... Oh, did he just come off? Oh no, it's a tiny one. Another little tiny one. Oh dude, is that a golden? What is this? Well, I basically just gave up all hope, so I didn't have the cameras rolling. I got the GoPro on just in time, but this kind of looks like a brook trout, but at the same time, I don't know. So what do you think? Help me ID this fish. I think technically I could keep him, but he's so small, I'm gonna let him go. Maybe his bigger brother will bite. All right, gonna let him go. Here you go. Here you go, little buddy. There he goes. Not the same as mine.
Not the same as yours.
Looks like the same species. Look at that. Scott just caught one.
Beautiful fish.
Yeah, maybe they're starting to bite.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, same. Looks the same. Red on the bottom. Cool little
Maybe
fish.
like a hybrid of some sort.
I have no idea. I think we're gonna find out soon though.
It's like the new species.
3 fish. Could have had a small meal. Bad thing is I lost 2 good cast masters and now I only have bigger spinners, so I gotta figure something else out tonight. I think I'll have to stick with avocado tonight. That's my only choice. Gonna hit the sack soon. It may still be light out, but it's 8:30. I've only had 4 hours of sleep yesterday. So gonna have a little avocado and just chill for the rest of the night. Start bright and early tomorrow. Hopefully get a couple fish. Hike in, get some goldens. So obviously there's no reception here, right? So a lot of times you'll leave home and your loved ones will be worried for 2 days, 3 days, however long you're out. My wife got me this for my birthday not too long ago, and this is a satellite phone. So it costs money to call. You can also text. It's got a bunch of features, but one really cool thing, let's see if I turn it on. It's got 3 messages that you can send unlimited. So you can send tons of them, obviously, unlimited. But you go over here to the preset area, check it, and I have 3 preset messages. The first one is, everything is fine. Here is my location. And I'm going to push send. So it's going to send, and it's gathering GPS signal. Once it gathers, it's going to have this sound, and that means that it's sent. And at the same time, it shows the person your exact location based on the GPS coordinates. So this can be a lifesaver. I think they're like $300 to $400, but I mean, come on, if you break a leg out here, would you not want to pay $300 to be rescued? There we go. So that just sent, and now my wife can sleep easy tonight. Good night, y'all. Hopefully there's no Sasquatch out here. She's safe, but I don't know if I am. And remember, I just met this Scott guy. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Good night.
Man, the wind was crazy last night, and it's still really blowing. There it is again. But this is nothing. Sometimes it'll come howling in here like 30 miles an hour. Gonna get up. Wash my face. You hear that wind? Luckily, we can leave all this stuff here at camp, so we don't have to have such a big load. We're gonna hike up to another lake try to get the golden trout, but like I said, I lost the cast masters yesterday. Man, but we'll figure something out. Just 2 casts. Just doing 2 casts.
So it is a little bit chilly. One of my favorite drinks that I make when I come out here on these camping trips, I learned from Les Trout, Survivor Man, is this pine needle tea. And all it is taking some pine needles. You really don't need that many, but apparently they're really high in vitamin C. So you take the pine needles like that, you can cut them up so it breaks the leaf. The sun's actually coming out right now too, so we're going to be able to warm up, but I'm going to boil some water, get that purified, then throw these pine needles in there. Well, this might be the last hike of the trip, going up to the golden trout spot. I don't know if we are allowed to keep these golden trout to eat, so I'm going to err on the side of caution, and if we catch any, just release them. But if we catch a brook trout or a rainbow, you know it's going in the pan. Oh man, a little bit of snow here. We're still gaining all rocks. You hear the water beneath me, kind of like hopping on the jetty. Something I'm used to, but just trying to get up there, go up around the corner, up around the bend, and hopefully that's where the river is. But you can see it's getting louder and louder. My legs are burning, y'all. Whew. This is the kind of part where it gets a little dangerous because the fatigue sets in. You get a little lazy. You start dragging your feet. Good opportunity to hurt yourself. Just like that. All right, a little more. Helps to have long legs. Ooh. Dude, so this hike, you know, we're going up, we're getting higher and higher. We can't see the top. Once we get to the top, I'm expecting the lake, and there's no lake, and we got to keep going. So you are saying you're loving this, and some people might think this is torture. So what do you love about this?
Absolutely loving the feel of just getting higher. The scenery, the higher you get up here, the more the scenery expands and opens up, and you get this just majestic landscape. And there's 4 lakes sitting right up here that we think are filled with golden trout, and we can't wait to get up there.
So all the pain your body's feeling, all you're breathing hard, you just put that to the side and just have the experience be on top?
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating up this mountain, man. The higher I go, easier it becomes. I mean, look at this. Stunning.
I feel like I'm being dragged up this mountain, man.
Piggyback ride.
All right, we're almost there. Let's get to it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, y'all, about to cross another peak here, and I just hope that the river, the lake is above this. Oh yes, I see it. Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. My legs are burning, y'all. Oh, we made it. Now, if Scott wants to hike into another lake, I'm going to kindly decline, respectfully refuse, and I'm going to hang out here. Beautiful, dude. Look at this. Wow. Was it worth it? Yeah, man. It was worth it. Look at how deep it is in some areas. Oh, it's windy though. Oh gosh. Gonna do a couple casts with this spinner. Wait for the wind to die down. This might be too big, so I'm I might have to go borrow a Castmaster from Scott. Let's see how this does though. Let's get it super lucky. Oh, there's a fish right here. There's a fish right here. Can I borrow one of those Castmasters? Man, I forgot my small fishing stuff at home. I mean, I brought some, but I lost them. So Scott gave me this small little Castmaster. I also found a little Clio in my bag, but I'm gonna tie this Castmaster on, try to jig this one fish up because I see him right in front of us. Got one. Nice, dude. On the jig, y'all. I got him on the jig. On the hard bait. The little golden hard bait. What is that, dude? Whoa, look at that, dude. Heck yeah. Bro, that's a keeper. I'll keep that, I think. Man, that's beautiful. Oh, I really want to do a catch and cook, but I mean, look at this thing. Once I show you, you wouldn't do it either. Can you see that? Look at that beautiful fish, man. That is a wild, like, I don't even know what that is. Is that a brook? Or is that a golden? Is that just your regular old brook, or is that a rainbow? Like, look at those patterns on his fins. Black, white, and red. Dude, I mean, he's not hooked in the gills. Huge mouth. All right, I'm gonna get him back in the water here. Get these hooks out. Is that a golden trout? This was the last thing in the bag, literally. I got 2 big split shots there, and I switched it to this golden hard bait. Now this thing doesn't have a lip on it and doesn't have a tail lip either. So I was just bringing it in and pausing it. Right on that pause, it got bit. And watch, I bet you this is gonna get hammered over and over again. Dude, that's really cool. What kind of trout was that? Really, what kind of trout was that? I have no idea, but it's off the bucket list. I'm gonna check it off the Trout Heritage Challenge now. Well, we're gonna do a couple more tries. I am, at least, over here. I might try the other lake, but man, just catching that one trout, that really made the trip for me. Just, I don't think I've ever caught one like that. So it's a new species off the bucket list once I figure it out. Unless it's just regular old brook trout, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, Scott, thank you so much for inviting me out here. About to head out soon. Earlier I mentioned something about coming out here. Some places you need a permit, some places you don't. The place where we are at, the Eastern Sierra, Scott knows way more about. So, talk about the permit a little bit and what people need to get if they want to come out here.
Yeah, sure. So if you're going to do any day hiking out in the Eastern Sierras, on any of the designated trailheads, you need to have a permit if you're going to camp out overnight. So if you're just day hiking, you won't need a permit, except if you're in the Mount Whitney zone, because that's a very popular hike. So Mount Whitney, always get a permit. But just general day hiking, you can just day hike any of these trails. But if camping out, you want to get the permit.
So the last thing, Scott has a YouTube channel that I wasn't even aware of. So why don't you go ahead and give it a shout out.
So my channel is Shady33. You can look me up. I have a bunch of hiking videos, backpacking videos, and lately I've been kind of creating some fishing videos as well. When I hike into lakes or camp at lakes, I'll take my fishing pole in and catch some trout. So if you guys are interested in that, come on over to Shady33.
Yeah, we're gonna end this video a little bit early. I'll be back out here doing more catch, cooking camps, but we're gonna head out of here. It's supposed to be 110 degrees out here today, so yeah. We're gonna get out here before the
crazy
heat
hot
just cooks us. Yeah, good fishing with you, man.
Yeah,
Let's get
man.
out of here.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Probably not gonna come up here for a long time, if ever again. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll never come up here again. You know?
I always think that, like when I come up to these areas, like will I ever come to this exact lake again? I mean,
yeah,
and see this stuff.
Yeah. Just kind of makes you want to just take it all in, just in case, you know.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many. That's the thing. There's so many nooks and crannies up here too.
Yeah.
To go and explore and fish.
Right. It's cool when you hear it's like you can almost follow the wind by the sound.
Yeah.
Here it is.